stress, pressure, expectation, and finding out what you're made of. All of those things come into play when you have a top 5 showdown at this point in the season. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Give to the running back. Got room at the 35. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Big Orange churning out those first downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action, exactly how you want to run your offense.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. They'll give it to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll try it over the left side.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
The offense stays on the field. Opening drive, still in their own territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, and they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. He's looking to throw. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, the offense on 3rd down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up 4th down.
And the Vols will try to convert on 4th down. He might want another play. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. They make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Hand off from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Mississippi State right back to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got it set up on the outside. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top 5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a proven game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building throughout the rest of the season.
You're right, David. It's fun to find out this early in the year between 2 top 5 teams. Just who are these guys? What do they do well? What do they not do well? How mentally and physically tough are they? Because that's going to answer a lot of questions as the season goes on.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Maybe a little long for a field goal. Definitely too short to punt. Not much of a choice here as they'll go for it on 4th down. Breaks the tackle. That'll be enough to give Mississippi State a fresh set of downs.
I know there's a lot of play callers that would try to throw the football there on 4th and 2, but they decided to run it, and that was a great call. 1st down.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Back to pass. A lot of defenders around on that screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. and long. Try to convert through the air. Got his man on the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Ball's at the 29. They'll keep the offense out there and go for it. They'll go with a direct snap. He'll have enough to give Mississippi State a first down.
And I've never met an offensive player who said, no, we don't want to go for it on 4th and 1. 4th and 1 is a great situation for the offense. You got to get 1 yard. You practice it all the time. You got to be physical. Go out and get it. They did a good job going out and getting that 1 yard.
The Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Thomas. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Going to swing it on second down. Quarterback adapted. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
How about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy's had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback, and you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
Mississippi State looking for the 4th down conversion. You want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. That is no good. Guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Here's the give off the left side. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
From the gun, give on the inside. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
You know, when you go down personnel package, you've got extra DBs in the game, so it's harder to throw if you're the quarterback. There's just not as many windows. They've got more guys in coverage. You're expecting to at least have a little bit more time, but your offensive line, man, they just couldn't hold up.
And the Volunteers will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. The Bulldog offense back onto the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Looking for space to the left. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Ooh, that's one of those where you're breathing a big sigh of relief. That ball could have been intercepted, and worse, could have been intercepted in the house, but offense caught a little bit of a break. Nice play by the defense, but the offense glad to punt in this situation if they want to punt.
So here is the Tennessee offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback moving. Inside the 45. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that 1st down. You can call them whatever you want, but that was really smart.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. He'll do it himself. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option, down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good 2nd down situations.
The Vols can really attack on this 2nd and short. check his feelings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Hard running there. Got enough space. Touchdown, Volunteer. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that one.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's coming out of the end zone. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The snap sets up the throw. Makes the grab. At the 35, he's loose. A couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to fire. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
The cornerback wasn't fooled that time. He was squatting on the out route. Because of that, he was able to transition, break on the ball, and knock it away.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and Neyland on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Grabbed in the middle. It's Thomas. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to keep it in the air. Now improvising. He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that set.
And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Bulldogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Chunked it away just as he was hit. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's moving out of the pocket. Inside the 15. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Nestled just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On 4th and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Vols will kick it off to start the second half. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Neyland Stadium alive. A cauldron of orange noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Well, this offense has really struggled so far early in this game, and the passing game particularly. A lot of that is on the quarterback, but at some point you need guys to step up and help him out. That was a very good throw. His receiver has got to be able to make that catch. It just takes one play to get momentum and build some confidence, but the guys around the quarterback, they've now got to step up for this offense.
to see you ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Punts it out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Let's see what they've got on second down. The give to the back. Runs through a tackle. Turning it on. Another broken tackle. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you can tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
The Volunteers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll give it to him again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
And the Volunteers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Man, I love the defense. How about the physicality on that one? That's a tough route to defend, and he catches the football, but what does he do? He gets him on the ground right now. Good physical tackle. No yak on that catch.
They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Vols!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Cal is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that has not been stopped since that group stepped off the bus. They're up by 32 over Arizona State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. And the penalty will be accepted. The offense says thank you very much. Running back searching for a hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Mississippi State going up tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Love the execution there at the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Gets it out quickly. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They're going to go ahead and go for 2 here and try to make it a field goal game. On the move. He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal with time. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. One final play before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the pass falls incomplete, and we played 3. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Working that left side. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The give out of the gun. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be third down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The Vols come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quickly complete. Still running at the 40. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Tennessee.
Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it on the outside. He's into the open down the middle. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. And the Vols are rolling down the field. Toss to the left. Got some room into the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Mississippi State right back to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They'll move the wide receiver. Hands it off. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
At the 40, there he goes. Breaks into the open. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Wisconsin is in trouble right now, and unless something changes, this is the type of day that can crush morale. Not Bucky's finest day at the office. They're trailing by 31 to Texas Tech. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Extending the play. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
Dude, talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the tailback. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut.
And after that incompletion on 3rd and long, because of where they are in the field and because they have a narrow lead, you'd expect this team to just go ahead, kick the field goal, and take the points.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. They're still down by a field goal.
Well, that's one the kicker would love to have back. Trailing by 3 here in the 4th quarter, just didn't hit it as flush as he would have liked.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a 1st down. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. The Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's the handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. The inside handoff. There he goes! Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. That gives him 100 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games.